Hello, I'm Father Jeffrey Kirby, the Vicar of Vocations for the Diocese of Charleston.
And I'm Rhett Williams, Assistant to the Vicar of Vocations and President of the Drexel House.
We would like to present to you, the people of God, our strategic plan in the promotion of priestly and religious vocations here in South Carolina for the next 4 years. Our strategic plan could best be summarized by two pastoral experiences that I have experienced in my ministry as the Vicar of Vocations. The first, while in the PD area on vocations work, an elderly woman approached me and touching my arm asked me the heartfelt question, "Father, will there be a priest to celebrate my funeral mass?" It touched her heart as she asked, will there be a priest to celebrate her funeral mass? The second story is a man in the Hilton Head area, after visiting his parish and preaching about the priesthood and religious life, who approached me after the mass and said, "Father, this is the first time I've ever heard the priesthood preached on, and we should have been doing that a long time ago."
And these two stories illustrate the hope and the interest of the people of God in the promotion of priestly and religious vocations in the life of the Church. In the past, our vocations efforts, while noble and effective, could be seen as shots in the dark. Our task in the creation of the new plan are to answer three specific questions, bringing everything together to answer what we are doing, why we are doing it, and how these relate to each other in order to accomplish our task of finding priestly and religious vocations in the Diocese of Charleston. And these efforts can best be summarized in 3 words: accompany, encourage, and assess.
Our first mission is to accompany. This is an effort by the Vocations Office in order to provide different avenues and means to a Christian as they grow from elementary and middle school into high school, to college, university, into their young adulthood. To provide along this way avenues, organizations, groups, events, in order to assist them to discern God's will and to know where He might be calling them in the life of the Church.
In accompanying the Christian through his discernment process, we come to the second mission, that which is to encourage. We have 4 different levels in the new strategic plan in which we can encourage different vocations. First off, and most importantly, through our new effort of social media, Facebook, Twitter, videocasts, and also television promotion. Secondly, through different diocesan events that the Vocations Office participates in around the diocese. Thirdly, through intermediary groups like the Knights of Columbus, the Ancient Order of Hibernians, the Sarah Club, and different scouting events. And lastly, through parish visits, where the Vocations Office comes to you to provide resources and to bring the good news of God's will to you at the local level.
Our third mission is to assess. This is after the Christian has experienced the ministry of accompaniment and encouragement. The Christian will be ready then to begin to assess and to be assessed in the life of the Church as to where they might be called. Assessment can be provided by spiritual direction, by perhaps residence in the Drexel House, by retreats, by discernment groups, and by seminary visits. Each of these are provided in order to assist the Christian in discerning where they are called in the ministry and the life of the Church.
In our explanation of accompany, encourage, and assess, we see the task that each of us have in promoting priestly and religious vocations in the Diocese of Charleston.
Yes, the task that we each have as members of the Church, as members of the baptized, in order to promote priestly and religious vocations in the life of the Church. This plan, our plan, is to bring our efforts together in order to answer those 3 questions. What are we doing? Why are we doing it? How do these efforts relate to one another so that we can accomplish our task to find priests and sisters for our Church? We have each this task, to find the shepherds and the sisters which will assist us to be better Christians, to help us to know and to love the Lord Jesus and to serve Him, how it is that we are called to live as Christian believers. We each need the ministry of priests and sisters in the life of the Church. I encourage you and invite you to be a part of this plan, our mutual task to find these shepherds and sisters in the life of the Church.